Many people are suggesting this has to be one of the worst decisions ever made of recent years. You see, normally when you pick up an award, well, it's normally for good deeds, isn't it? The things you've done in the community, the things that you've done, say, around the world, that type of stuff. When you look at this particular individual, the current Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, well, really, what could you say that he's actually done? I mean, he bangs on about climate change and ULEZ and cleaner air, but when you look at his climate change record, he's flown around the world more times than you and I possibly in our last 10, 15, 20 years. But of course, he's doing it for the good of us. Oh, absolutely. But now this particular, shall we say, forthcoming problem is becoming something of a huge problem for the British monarchy. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good to see you. You all right? I'm all right, thank you. Nice to have your company. Yes, I'm talking to you. You're dozing off, aren't you? Don't bother. This is interesting. You can have a rest in a minute. No, just stay with it. I know, it's not like one of those long streaming dramas you have to really stick with. Yes, I know what they're like. Do you know, oh gosh, I don't do any of that, but I'm sure many people do. The thing is, I like to watch sort of a thing as it goes on. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm not that desperate to watch the next one. It's a treat, isn't it? Why does everybody have to watch everything in one go? Who's got the time? You have. Well, lucky you. Let's get back to your royal story of the day. Yes, this caused a lot of controversy, didn't it, truly, when this was announced that the current Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, could very soon become Sir Sadiq Khan. And, you know, when you live here in the very heart of London, you've got to understand this is the reason why it's such a backlash. The guy's been a total disaster for London. Nightlife at an all-time low. He paid thousands and thousands of pounds to a night czar, seemingly who did nothing allegedly. And then, of course, there's just umpteen problems. Shoplifting, knife crime, women feeling unsafe, lights dimmed. We've told you so many things. But Sadiq's pushing ahead and believes that he truly should become Sir Sadiq Khan. Now, here's the problem inside the British monarchy, because as you know, the investitures, are the big thing. They normally take place at Windsor Castle or indeed Buckingham Palace. And when you think about it, it's normally on a rota. It depends who's actually available to put them out. Now, the most obvious thing would be the fact that it could be either His Royal Highness Prince William, the Prince of Wales. That's according to a source that Sadiq Khan would very much like to undertake this privilege. For him, by the way, not for the prince, just point out, yeah. And then, of course, we have King Charles. Now, the reason behind that is simply that Sadiq has glued himself to their climate sort of plot, Wherever there's an opportunity, he's weaseled his way in. Now, what was fascinating was, according to a source, the late Queen wasn't too keen on our Mayor of London, as ever, allegedly. Now, you always take advice, don't you, from the Queen? You know what I'm saying? Now, sources tell me that the reason why there's a bit of a, shall we say, controversy as to who will perform this investiture, obviously they realise just how unpopular he is. And being aligned to that is going to be problematic. Now, of course, it's the Prince of Wales and the King. They'll soon brush that over. But, of course, public sort of, shall we say, feeling is very strong. Insiders tell me that this could be left to either the Duke of Edinburgh or indeed, the one person I think could really take on the job, the Princess Royal, Her Royal Highness Princess Anne. Now, if you think about it, he gets the award, but doesn't necessarily get the person that he'd hoped that was going to dish it out. Either way, truly, behind the scenes, they're very concerned as to what direction they should take. And for the general public and the public worldwide, particularly here in the sort of capital city of London, we're literally just stunned that he's been given this award at all. How can you award anybody for what seems like constant failure? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.